What's going on, everybody? And welcome to a special birthday, because it is my birthday, edition of Monday Night Raw review. Now, I know it's for the 8th, but yesterday was a little bit hectic. Tuesday was a little bit hectic for me, so you will be seeing this on my birthday. And so, yeah, yay, birthday me. I turned 34. I am getting old, as you can see from the grays. But I will say this: professional wrestling is cool again, and sports entertainment is out of here. And I'll let you know what I mean in a second. Let me stop the music here. All right. So, of course, they have that flashbacks. They did recaps of what happened at WrestleMania, and let me tell you, this Raw after WrestleMania was fantastic. It was way. I mean, the contrast between last year's Raw after Mania and this year's. Oh my God, was far in between. I mean, this year was so much better, so much better. It really is the Paul Levesque era. This crowd was great. The show was great. It was not bad at all, at least compared to last year's. So Triple H's come out to thank the crowd, but the crowd ended up thanking him. But he tells them that I should be thanking you guys because and the reason why you're seeing the picture of Cody Rhodes here, because this is pretty much all the same segment. This segment actually lasted 45 to 47 minutes. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Triple H came out to basically thank the crowd because they set the record for the biggest gate. 20,000 people was at the Monday after Raw. I mean the Monday after Raw. The Raw after WrestleMania. And Triple H just came out to thank them and to remind everybody that we are in a new era, the Paul Levesque era, as they call it, at least for right now. And he said the man to lead us into that new era end up being Cody Rhodes, your new WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. Um, and man, it feels good to see Cody with the belt. Hopefully, we get a new belt down the line. I was really hoping he bring back the Wing Eagle belt, but for right now, it's just this belt or the new version of this belt with Cody Rhodes side plates. Um, but Cody Rhodes basically came out to the adulation of the crowd. The crowd saying you deserve it. He asked him after Irvin to announce him again, just a him to humor him and to re-announce him again. And they showed her. She was like, I got you," and she re-announced him as the new WWE champion. So apparently, it is called that they have reverted the title back to it's back to what you thought it was going to be. It's no longer the universal title, but it's just the WWE. It's just the WWE, heavyweight. It's just the WWE title, as I say. Um, but Cody Rhodes just basically thanked the crowd, saying that this for supporting him, and that I forgot Triple H did show a video package too. He did show a video package showing Cody's trials and tribulations to get to this point, from undeniable to undesirable to undeniable to where he at as champion. Um, his time after he left the company, except for AEW. Cody did say he talked about why he's continued to do this and make the sacrifices, and he showed a video, a little snippet, like a re-loop of a 5-second video of his daughter telling him to finish the story. And he said that right there is why he continues to do this, why he did it too, because his his little daughter wants him to finish the story. And that's what he did. He did that. He finished the story, and that he he's just ecstatic, and he's ready to be and represent the company as your new champion. Um, The Rock would come on. This is why the segment went on extra longer than him, because he came out to basically give Cody his flowers. Cody, the crowd was letting The Rock have it. I mean, we got you suck chance to shut the hell up, to shut the f up. Like, we got so many things chatted at The Rock. They booed this man like he was Dominic Mysterio, and then he 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 said he came out here to give Cody his flowers and to announce to re-announce the gate record that was broken for the most trailer park trash gathering, and then he went to cussing himself, telling himself to f up. Uh, but yeah, he just came out to give Cody his flowers, to tell him that he did it against all odds, against everything they threw at him. He beat Roman Reigns and finished the story, and that he asked Cody, he asked Cody for a favor, can he hold the title? And Cody said, at first Cody was like, no, but then he like, what the hell? As long as he let me hold yours. And he met the people's champion. You see The Rock, he smiles and stuff like that. He's like, okay, of course, yes, of course, I'll be honored for you to hold the people's championship. And of course, Cody does that. They exchange titles, and The Rock pushes it around his shoulders and, yeah, this feels good, because he said something about not holding every championship that is to hold in the company, but he never held the current championship. They said that feels good. That he talked about the fact that after everything, WrestleMania is over with, now that we're here, The Rock's got to go away for a little while. If you don't know, The Rock is going off to make another movie, so he won't be able to basically return back to WWE until he finished that movie. But he tells Cody that once he does finish, he didn't, say talk about the movie, but that is why he's leaving. He didn't say that's why he was leaving, but we all know the behind the scenes reason, and that's it. That he's leaving because he's got to film a movie, but that when he comes back, he's coming back for Cody, regardless if he's champion or not champion. The point is, I'm coming back for you, Cody. And The Rock then takes something out of his pocket, because he tells Cody that he wants to hand him something, and he told him to open his hand and extend his hand. He puts something in his hand, and he tells Cody, "You don't even have to open your hand to know what this is." And he tells him, because they hands are covering whatever it is, and he tells him, "Don't break my heart again." And then The Rock rides off into the sunset to go film his movie, while Cody looks in the ring a bit agitated, a bit mad or confused. I don't know. Cody definitely knows what it is. He puts this in his pocket so we don't see what it is. And to make it short, we don't never find out what it is, at least right now. They talk about it throughout the show, but it's not known what it truly was. But with that being said, we get on to the first match of the night to kickstart this Raw after Mania. And man, did they have some surprises for us. And the first match was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ilya Dragunov. They put this is a totally new matchup. This guy is still on NXT. He is the NXT world champion. And they put him on the main roster. And I would say that this was a recurring theme throughout the show. The matches was mixed with people from NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, of course. But this was a recurring thing throughout. But this match was good. This match was damn good. I like the matchup, the unique matchup between Ilya and Shinsuke Nakamura. With Shinsuke Nakamura being the former NXT World Champion himself. This was a good match. I enjoyed it. Nothing bad about it. The two work perfectly well with each other. With Ilya picking up the victory here. Solid, nice work. And like I said, I enjoyed it. Judgment Day came out for their celebration with Damian Priest getting new music, by the way, and he referred to him and Rhea as the Terror Twins because Rhea holds the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, and now Damian Priest holds the World Heavyweight Championship. They did so. Drew McIntyre earlier, and he was pissed. You could tell he had a lot to say. But yeah, they came out to just celebrate their winning, and that the judges they still talking, asking them to all rise. But this was our truth, stupid self will come out, and he was. Still think he part of the judges. They would raise his championship, and they were like, no, oh hell no. They were like, no, we're not doing this against hell no. Why are you out here? We're not doing this again. And he said, because I brought back the championship, the Raw Tag Team title to the Judgment Day. And they try to tell him, you're not a part of the Judgment Day. He said, I am in the part of the Judgment Day, but the Miz would come out telling Drew, I don't want to be a part of the Judgment Day because he tried to get that. Since he's a part of the Judgment Day, he only won half of the tag team. So he tried to smooth it over there, let the Miz be a part of it. But the Miz said he don't want to be a part of it. And the Finn Balor basically says, because since you want to interrupt our celebration, how about you put those tag team titles right on the line, right here, right now, tonight, because you're about to have the shortest reign. Or I think he said that you're about to have the shortest reign ever, and then he challenged them to the championship match. But they said R-Truth said they can't because there's only three of us. Excuse me. There's only three of us, but there's only the Mills and Truth standing there. And Truth said that he challenged them to a 6-man tag between the Judgment Days, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor versus R-Truth, the Miz, which is Awesome Truth, and a guy they can't see. And they were like, wait a minute, you want us to go in a 6-man tag between you, the Miz, and a man we can't see? They said, yeah. You know what? They was like, Miz is kind of concerned. You know what, True, I actually want to see our partner. And he said, you will, trust me. He went to go introduce the partner, but they were attacked, and thus we jump into the second match of the night, which is I just said John Cena and the Miz and Truth versus Judgment Day. And yes, but the thing I would say that I didn't like, but I get, because John Cena's on restrictions because he's filming a movie as well. So he really can't do much or take a bump much. Like, he could take a bump, but it can't be a lot. Cause it can't be to where he could possibly get injured. But John Cena would come out like towards the end, but the beginning of the match was basically like a 2-on-1 handicap match with Judgment Day dominating most of the time. R-Truth and the Miz did get a couple offers in, but the majority of the time was a Judgment Day domination. But then, like I said, John Cena would come out and tag with them, and when he comes out, this is the end of the match. Because as soon as he get tagged in, they just hit. All they did was hit a triple AA and 5-knuckle shuffle. They hit a triple 5-knuckle shuffle and an AA for the victory. And all three men pinned all three of the Judgment Day members to stand tall. So like I said, it was a good match. Had I wished John Cena wrestled a little bit more, but I understand because he's feeling the move, so he can't take a bump. But it's worth it to see John Cena again. Um, let's see, we got Bronson Reed promo with a Uncle Howdy tease. Basically, Bronson Reed was bragging about him winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial, and that tonight there will be a fatal 4-way. That's how we found this out. It was even announced by Anna Pierce. We just found out from this random Bronson Reed promo that it was going to be a fatal 4-way to determine Damian Priest's #1 contendership. And the man's involved are Bronson Reed himself, with Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, and Jay Uso. But the tease of the Uncle Howdy was basically doing Bronson Reed's promo, like the screen would kind of like glitch, and you saw like this weird glitch, but and I think a hello that was like at the side of the screen. I can't be sure, but I think it was it. I think it was that, but it was definitely it was confirmed that was an Uncle Howdy tease. So I'm pretty sure we saw a hello there too. So that was confirmed not to be like a random glitch, but the actual part of the product itself. Um, then let's see. After the Bronson Reed promo, we got Rhea and Liv, which was just Rhea and Dominic Mysterio talking backstage, where Rhea tells Dominic they need to handle Andrade because he betrayed them. Because he put his word and backed him, only for Andrade to betray them. So Rhea's telling him he got to handle it, and he said he's going to find Pierce to handle it. And as he walk off, you just all you see is a chair just get chucked at Rhea's head, knocking her pretty much down, and Liz just beats the holy hell out of her, pretty much confirming what we were saying in our predictions video that it will be Rhea and Drew. I was about to say Drew, Rhea and Liv probably at Backlash. Um, then we get the next match, which is Indy Hartwell versus Roxanne Perez, your new NXT Women's Champion. This was good. This was real good. I mean, to see this is a rivalry they revisited because they said Roxanne then got her chance to get back at Indy Hartwell because Roxanne. I think the story is Roxanne got injured and they had like a ladder match to determine the next NXT Women's Champion that was run by Indy Hartwell. So they kind of said Indy Roxanne been wanting to get her hands on Indy to get revenge for taking her place and whatnot and proving that she didn't belong there and that Roxanne was the prodigy. And she definitely acted like the prodigy here tonight. She took it to Rock. She took it to Indy Hartwell for the majority of the match, but then Indy did get some offense in. The tensions between Andy and Candice LeRae sold here when Candice LeRae tried to cheat to help Indy Hartwell, but Indy Hartwell would take exception to that. But that would be Indy's doing because that distraction caused her to get hit with the pop rocks and pin 1, 2, 3 from Roxanne Perez. But after the match, Indy and Candice LeRae did argue a little bit to that effect. Um, and then afterwards, we got Jay and Sammy just basically celebrating Sammy's victory over Gunther, and that Sammy was told that he was proud of Jay for what he did over the weekend at WrestleMania and whatnot. Uh, and before we get to the next match and promo, we did have a backstage with Roxanne proud of herself for beating Indy. And Natalia would come and tell Roxanne she would see her tomorrow in NXT. And Roxanne corrects her, no, you will see me tomorrow on my show. Then we get to the next match, which is Sami Zayn and Chad Gable versus Imperium. But how we got there was that Sami came out and cut a promo about his victory at WrestleMania. He too thanks the crowd and his wife and child and everybody who helped him, overcome his fears. It doesn't make him stronger. It was also about to thank Chad Gable, but he would get interrupted by Imperium, who said they cannot, on the behalf of Gunther, they cannot stand seeing Sami Zayn with the Intercontinental Championship. So, and out all the hard work Gunther put into it to make it prestigious and the most important title, now Sami Zayn is the one who's holding it, and they tell the crowd, Kaiser tells the crowd, congratulations, everyone, you have a champion that looks like a bum. But they were trying to attack Sami, which brought out Chad Gable, and that's just how we got to this tag team match, which was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good, solid match. I enjoyed it. Nothing to complain about. It was a good match. Um, yeah, no, I try to figure if there's anything to complain about. No, but this is a good straight tag team match. I love Chad Gable. I love to see him work. man, he worked. I love his work in the ring, but that wouldn't be the end of Chad and Sammy's night. We did get to Jay Uso, who cuts his own promo about winning this fatal four way to become the number one contender for Damian Priest's World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, let's see. We get to Nick Aldis, Ava, and Adam Pierce, who's having a cohesive unit like celebration backstage where they get interrupted by Chelsea Green, which makes Adam like who wants to make a trade because he's trying to get rid of Chelsea Green, but she's mad at Adam for not giving her a chance to have a moment at WrestleMania, so she demands that they let her make a moment for herself here tonight on the Raw after Mania, which they gladly oblige. They see all the DMs, the text messages, and everything. Okay, you got yourself a match. Go out there and please prove yourself. The problem is, we get to the fifth match, which is Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill. This match was done the moment she walked out onto the ring. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jade. She is a powerhouse through and through. They playing up to the fact that she's a powerhouse, and I mean she destroyed Chelsea Green with the glam slam and that pump and that shotgun kick or whatever you want to call it. Um, but yeah, this was a squash match between the two. That's all she did was hit the kick and the Samoans I'm about to say the Samoans spike. Uh, she would hit the glam slam and and beat her. That was cool. I enjoyed it. Speaking of which, we get to our main event, which is a fatal four way, which is Drew versus Jay Uso versus Bronson Reed. Uh, winner, the winner would challenge Damian Priest at a later date. I think they're still building up the card for, figuring out the card for Backlash. So it will be determined later on where and when this match will happen. But this was a good main event. Drew came out and went on a tirade. I mean, he was petty Drew through and through. He went on a tirade talking about CM Punk, saying how he did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He was gonna win the title, talking trash to CM Punk. But what did CM Punk do like a coward? He waited till he was turned from him to attack him by sweeping his leg, making him fall on the announcer table and then getting him pinned um, by Damian Priest. So he goes on this tirade. He even tells the crowd that y'all thought it was funny, huh? 5 minutes and some seconds, I was champion. It was all taken away from me. You guys thought it was funny. He said, "What you think is funny? What he think is funny is that He said that's 5 more minutes that you could last the best. So shut up." Uh, but yeah, he goes on the tirade about CM Punk, and he says but first he cuts to Seth Rollins, said him and Seth Rollins share a moment because they was warriors and they understood what that moment meant, and that even the whole "you deserve it" or "you effing deserve it." But yeah, they said he was saying how they share a moment only warriors can know, that he's proud of CM Punk for sticking to his convictions and dying on his shield. Um, this will bring out Jay Uso and the rest of the competitors that's when he tells CM Punk that it's on site before Jay Uso comes out. Now, this was a good main event. This really was. This had some most suspense. Ricochet did his thing. Bronson did his thing. Drew and Jay did their thing. And at many points, it looked like either man could win. You couldn't tell who was going to win. But I think in the end, the person who won I wouldn't say it was a weird choice, but it was odd considering Drew just lost the title and he didn't get a straight up 1-on-1. So anywho, and that was it. That's your main event. Jay Uso will win. I forgot. Jay Uso will win thanks to a distraction from CM Punk. CM Punk would come out and distract Drew McIntyre twice, costing him 2 times in a row a championship and the opportunity at the championship, with Jay hitting him with a spear and a splash combo to take victory. Yeah. Um, Afterwards, CM Punk did an exclusive WWE.com exclusive where he just thanked the crowd, something of that nature. But yeah, this was a good one, man. This is what he was. This was a fun, good match. I enjoyed it. I know you guys probably did. The crowd was great. They were great. This felt like maybe it was a perfect 10 show like WrestleMania, but this definitely felt like it was. And that way I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Big ups. This was definitely a good Raw After Mania show. All new matchups and match types. Nothing repeated. This was just straight out good wrestling and backstage work. But if you enjoyed my review of Monday Night Raw, you hit this button right there. There you go. For all of my WWE reviews. And you enjoy the video so much and want to support the channel, all you gotta do is hit those buttons. And as always, hit one of these videos for more of my amazing content. But don't go anywhere because I got more. Peace. I did it again. Hold on.